Over the years, the Jurassic franchise has learned to progress with the science. The next natural step up from creating dinosaurs in Jurassic Park was to create hybrids of two species put together in Jurassic World. This movie introduced us to the Hybrid Project, where we see the Indominus Rex as the main villain. This creature was said to be a mixture of Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus Rex DNA, but what the movie failed to notify us about is that it had a plethora of species fused within its genome, not just those two species. In order of the highest 5 DNA used in its genome, it was Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor, Giganotosaurus, Therizinosaurus, and Majungasaurus. But there were also many other species too, so we kind of got the idea of what a hybridization was in this universe. Some may say that it's just putting two species together, and while that's right on paper, there's still some technicalities. Over the last 6.5 years of being a Jurassic content creator, I've seen numerous amounts of fans and general audiences be confused with what a hybrid dinosaur exactly is. A lot of people go, well, technically all dinosaurs are hybrids, and some of which go ahead and say that the Spinosaurus was a hybrid, which we know is not the case. So today I'm going to be breaking down and explaining the entire differences between what is a hybrid dinosaur and what is not a hybrid dinosaur in this franchise. I feel as though this is a very important topic to discuss and to make sure false information does not spread amongst the fans. 250,000 subscribers is still our target. While we are still quite far away from it, yet so close to the end of the year, we're still making it our goal to hit it no matter what, so please consider subscribing to the channel to help me out. Besides, if you love everything to do with the Jurassic franchise, then you found the right place, as we cover everything major releasing from this franchise. So why not stay around a little, as we have a lot releasing in 2025. But for now, sit back and relax, as it's time to explain why the Spinosaurus is not a hybrid dinosaur in the Jurassic Park franchise. When it comes down to genetic creation of dinosaur life, nobody has a better explanation for it than the Jurassic franchise. Albeit it's impossible to do in our universe, the people of this cinematic universe have found a way nonetheless. However, dinosaur creation is just the stepping stone of this story, as ever since the very first Jurassic Park, there has been 5 genetic databases that involve the creation of dinosaur life in this universe. Yes, 5. So let's break them down. In the Jurassic universe, the 5 concepts of dinosaur creation are as follows: pure clones, GMOs, amalgam testings, GMCs, and hybridizations. Unfortunately, a lot of people are still confused on what all of these mean. Recently, I've been doing a Jurassic Quiz of the Day series on my community section on my channel, so that you guys can test your knowledge about the Jurassic franchise. One of my more recent ones discussed whether or not the Spinosaurus was the first hybrid on the cinematic timeline. So to kick off this video, we'll start by explaining the Spinosaurus. As we know, the Scorpius Rex was born in 2009 and the Indominus in 2012. Therefore, the correct answer to that poll was the Scorpius Rex. However, many people in that comment section still insisted on saying that it was the Spinosaurus, despite the Spinosaurus not being part of the hybrid category. Now, why is this? Well, for years now, it's been said that the Spinosaurus's aggressive traits came from its abundance of other dinosaur species within its DNA. So people easily jump to the conclusion that the Spinosaurus is a hybrid dinosaur. But this is wrong. The Spinosaurus is not a hybrid dinosaur. The Spinosaurus was a dinosaur on the fossil record. Even in Jurassic Park 3, we hear that Grant confirms that what he saw is in fact a Spinosaurus aegypticus. Therefore, it's a real dinosaur that actually existed within this universe. In the late 1990s, the amalgam testing occurred on Isla Sorna with Dr. Wu, some rogue InGen scientists, and what we now know as undercover biosyn scientists. They all got together to create dinosaur species that weren't on InGen's list. Again, this is discussed within the Jurassic Park 3 movie. But the Spinosaurus wasn't the only one, as the Ankylosaurus, Corythosaurus, Ceratosaurus, and even the Pteranodon were also non-existent on this list. So what made these creatures not hybrid dinosaurs? Well, specifically with the Spinosaurus, these creatures already appear on the fossil record. Therefore, they are not a brand new species in this world, We'll explain that a little bit later in the video. These are what we call amalgamations. Essentially, these dinosaurs have the majority of their genome completed, but to fill in the gaps in their DNA, they don't use frog DNA or similar animals from our time. No, they go ahead and use other dinosaurs' DNA to splice in to help complete the genome. So with the Spinosaurus, Baryonyx and Suchomimus DNA was probably used to help complete this genome. Doing this does not create a brand new dinosaur on the fossil record, but instead it helps create the original species. This is again seen in the Atrociraptors from Jurassic World Dominion. They are amalgamations of Atrociraptor and Easosaurus velociraptors. That's why they look somewhat similar and also sound like velociraptors in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So that's why the Spinosaurus is not a hybrid dinosaur, but instead an amalgamation. So that explains what an amalgamation is within this universe. But now we have those people who say, well, technically all the dinosaurs are hybrid dinosaurs. So let's get into explaining that. Once again, not all dinosaurs are hybrid dinosaurs. I see way too many comments saying this shit over and over again. So here's the truth. Every dinosaur that was brought back from extinction are something called GMOs, genetically modified organisms. This process is very similar to amalgamations, and it was also explained the best in Jurassic Park. Essentially, it's acquiring a majority of the genome from one specific dinosaur, then filling in the gaps of its DNA with other specimens like tree frog DNA. That's quite literally it. It does not make a hybrid dinosaur, but instead it is a GMO. So all dinosaurs in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World are GMOs to some extent. Technically, you could even consider amalgamations as GMOs too, but then that just overcomplicates it all, as if this wasn't already overcomplicated. So with GMOs and amalgamations now out of the way and explained, what's left? Well, let's talk hybrids to further explain why the Spinosaurus and other creatures are not hybrid dinosaurs. These dinosaurs are very special creatures. They are dinosaurs that are not already found on the fossil record. You are taking DNA from 2 or more species of dinosaurs to completely reconstruct and create something entirely new. A dinosaur that has never been discovered before and will never be found in nature. You will never find the Indominus Rex in nature. You will never find the Scorpius Rex in nature. You will never find the Indoraptor in nature. You will never find the Spinoceratops in nature. You will never find the Stegoceratops in nature. That's the basics of a hybrid dinosaur. If you are using multiple dinosaur DNA to make one brand new creature, that is a hybrid dinosaur in this universe. It's not a GMO, it's not an amalgamation, it's a hybrid dinosaur. That's simply what it comes down to. So those are the big 3 covered. GMOs are dinosaurs seen in the original Jurassic Park and similarly made in Jurassic World. Amalgamations are creatures like the Spinosaurus and Atrociraptors. Hybrids are completely brand new species made such as the Indominus Rex and Indoraptor. But then you have creatures called pure clones and GMCs. These 2 categories were recently introduced into the franchise with Jurassic World Dominion and Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Let's start with pure clones. In Jurassic World Dominion, Ramsey Cole confirmed that Biosyn only used pure specimens to bring back dinosaurs from the past. No splicing of DNA from other creatures. If the gaps aren't filled with the dinosaur's original DNA, then it is simply not made. We see this in work as we can see dinosaurs such as the Giganotosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus and even Morus intrepidus look exactly the same from the Cretaceous prologue and then in the modern day era, confirming that they are indeed purebred species. Noticeably, the Rex in the prologue is slightly different to make it contrast even more. But yeah, that's very simply put. Pure clones are in the name. They are pure DNA specimens, but GMCs are slightly more different. GMC stands for genetically modified cloning, and I know what you're thinking, but this sounds exactly like genetically modified organisms. Technically, you could be right in saying this, but GMCs are just slightly more different. To create a GMC, you must have edited and modified the dinosaurs' growth patterns while they are in the embryonic stage. This does in fact occur in Jurassic Park when Dr. Wu and his scientists deny the dinosaurs of a male reproductive system, making them all female instead. But in Jurassic World Chaos Theory, this is used in a greater light. The leucistic Baryonyx is our best reference to a GMC in the franchise. a dinosaur that was bred specifically to have no eyes whatsoever so that her other senses could be heightened and trained, allowing it to be a creature that's never before seen initially. So a GMC is essentially an intent to create an enhancement from a natural dinosaur, such as heightening its other senses. With Jurassic World introducing male dinosaurs too, we can't really go ahead and say that all GMOs are GMCs, but they are rather similar. Either way, that's the genetic database in the Jurassic universe explained, so here's a very quick conclusion for you all. There are 5 current genetic backgrounds for dinosaurs in the Jurassic Cinematic Universe. GMOs, genetically modified organisms. They were first introduced in the Jurassic Park. This is basically just filling in the gaps of the DNA for the dinosaur with frog DNA. Dinosaurs like Rexy are GMOs. Then we have amalgamations. This is when you fill in the gaps in the DNA with similar dinosaurs' genome instead of modern day animals. You are not creating a new species from the fossil record, but instead taking attributes from very similar family members to help the specimen grow. The Spinosaurus and the Atrociraptors are the best examples of amalgamations. Hybrid Dinosaurs. This is when you take multiple dinosaur DNA to splice them together to create an entirely new specimen never before seen on the fossil record and you will never find in nature. Again, the best examples would be the Indominus, Scorpius, and Indoraptor. Pure clones are up next, as they are the most simple one to understand. You simply take 100% of the DNA from the original source and specimen, meaning that no alterations were made during the growth stage of this dinosaur. These are shown off in Jurassic World Dominion with creatures like the Giganotosaurus, Morus intrepidus, and Quetzalcoatlus. And finally, GMCs, genetically modified clones. This is intentionally changing the dinosaur's development during its embryonic stage to heighten its abilities or change its physical appearance, yet still keeping the natural dinosaur untouched. While the original female dinosaurs of Jurassic Park could fall under this category, the leucistic baryonyx from Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2 is the best example of a GMC. And there we have it. Hopefully it's not too confusing for you to understand, but just in case it is, feel free to head on down to the comments for any further queries about all of this. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new around here, but most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you, did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.